one of the many things, or one of the many reasons why I love this company is because, whether you've been here for 3 years or 3 months, if you're killing it and you have a lot of success, you have the opportunity to be up here pouring back and training, which is awesome. I mean, this is crazy, guys. I've got like pages of notes over there from agents that are just like brand new and crushing it. So let's give all the speakers up here another round of applause for just crushing it. This is awesome, man. Family First Life has the model to literally change your entire financial situation fast in like 30 days if you take it serious. Okay? So the good news is that a lot of you are already, all of you are obviously here already, okay? So you're willing to learn, you came, you showed up to the event. So what I'm gonna challenge you with, we're kind of heading towards the later part of the event, but you should all be taking notes, a lot of notes. And be intentional with your time here. You should be taking notes, like I said. You should be asking questions. If there's someone walking in the hall that's producing at a high level and you want to produce at that level, you should stop and ask them questions, right? If there's somebody out there that has an agency to the size what you want your agency to be at, you need to stop and ask them questions, right? Because it's not every single day where we have an opportunity like this where everyone is in the same building, and so just be intentional with the time that you have here. That's the message I wanted to get into before I started my topic. So my topic for you guys is how to put 680 agents into pre-licensing with scheduled exams. Okay, so how many of you guys want to build an agency here? Awesome. Looks like a majority of people. So those of you that raise your hands, I would definitely take your notes out because I'm going to explain like literally what we've done step by step in order to do that, okay? So first thing and the most important thing, and almost everyone's already been talking about it, you have to sell $40,000 a month. You have to. This is crucial. Because what this is going to do is this is going to attract people into your business life, right? You'll probably get on a podcast. You'll have agents reach out to you that want to work with you from being on that. And you'll attract people in your warm market because they'll see, kind of a difference in your lifestyle, right? And they'll say, hey, man, or hey, what are you doing? And you'll get agents off that. And second, it's not cheap to put 680 agents into pre-licensing, so you have to be able to pay for that, right? So how do you sell 40 grand a month? Everyone up here has already been talking about it. Leads, 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 and some more leads. You got to get good at getting leads. That's actually a skill that a lot of agents have here, or a lot of the top producers have, is getting good at actually getting leads. And you have to run a diversified lead flow. I guarantee you every single top producer here in this entire company does not rely on one lead source, doesn't rely on one vendor. They run final expense, mortgage protection, all the internet stuff in the CRM, all of it. You have to run all of it. Next thing I want to talk about is having systems and kind of processes in place, because you have to be organized and you have to have some kind of system to manage your flow of agents, okay? So write this down. We use a software called Less Annoying CRM. And this has been vital for our business. Basically what this does is this gives us eyes on every single person that's joined our business, from when they've been sent the study material, to when they've scheduled their exam, to they've been sent contracting, to they finished their contracting, but they're contracting to have no sales, all the way over to a weekly consistent producer, okay? So we're able to basically have eyes on every person, and that's not to micromanage people at all whatsoever. It's to have eyes on them so we can kind of guide them and help them out with wherever they're at in their position with us to move on to the next step. We're just kind of trying to push people through. Another something that's been very vital for our growth is having an email blast Okay, so definitely write that down. My personal favorite is one called Send in Blue. There's a lot of different resources out there you can use. I mean, they all kind of work the same. My favorite is one called Send in Blue. But the reason why we like that is because we're constantly dripping information, constantly dripping success stories on people that are already with us, and maybe they might be, losing motivation or whatever, or, even people who have applied to work with us, but we didn't necessarily get them right away. We're still dripping success stories, constantly dripping, because we have a lot of people that have entered our business. Well, they applied for a position with us, didn't join us right away for whatever reason, and 6 months later, I'll get an email from them and they'll say, hey, this is so awesome, I'm actually ready to get going now, right? So that's been vital for our growth as well. Now, another thing too I get asked a lot is, Isaiah, what are the best recruiting platforms? Should I do Facebook leads? Should I do, this Thomas Arts campaign? Should I do ZipRecruiter? What should I do? Which one's the best one? And my answer is the same every single time. I say, they all suck. And they kind of look at me like a lot of you guys are looking at me right now like, what the hell, But the thing is, yeah, they all suck, but they all work a little bit, right? Because I've talked to a lot of crappy people from ZipRecruiter. I've talked to a lot of crappy people from Facebook. But the thing is I've gotten that one guy or that one girl from each one that ended up being really, really good. So my answer is, yeah, they all suck, but do all of them, okay? And in order to do all of them, it's not cheap. So that's why you need to sell 40 grand a month, right? So that's that. Another really big moving part for our organization was we're spending time with intentional people that actually want to work here. Okay, because when I was brand new and I first started, I wanted to hire every and anybody. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. However, you're going to realize really, really quickly that in this business, your time is precious and it's very valuable. Okay, and if you hire every and everybody, you're going to spend a lot of time talking to people that are not necessarily worth your time, right? So what we've done, we basically have, systems in place so that we're talking to people that are intentional about working here. So, hear me out. So what we do when we get a recruiting lead that comes in from whatever platform it is, ZipRecruiter, whatever, we put them on our email blast. Boom. They get an email from us that basically says, hey, welcome to the team, or not welcome to the team. Hey, we got your application. Please watch this corporate overview video. Shout out to Stephen Yee and for making that. Gosh dang it, I've got. Okay. Watch that corporate overview video. If you like what you see, click on this link here to schedule an interview. So they click the link, they schedule an interview. Okay, so again, we're talking to people who watch their emails. We're talking to people who follow instructions. They watch the corporate overview video. They schedule the interview. They show up for the interview. And when we actually do the interview process, our job is not to try and sell them on the opportunity here.